Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold.
Mic check, mic check. Yeah, I was a little under the weather. Now I'm doing a bit better. It's the best daytime live show on all of YouTube. It's the Classic Codes, man. You know I got to come to the ring.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slick.
Yeah, I'm back.
You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make a wish in me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused.
All right. Yo, it's Classic with the Classic Codes, and we back, dog. I done broke a sweat for y'all, man. We back, dog. Yes, sir. I was a little under the weather, man. I had to stop going live for a couple of days because I couldn't speak right. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't speak right, but we back, man. We back, and we in full effect. I got a great show for y'all. And I got time, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. So we got all type of reaction videos, all type of questions of the day, all type of story times, and all type of code languages. I ain't going to spell it out. I ain't going to list it out. But listen, if it's your first time here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I got a lot of work. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button, get that out the way. Comment as we go along so we can have a conversation because we got to crack these codes, man. Woo. I really broke a sweat for y'all. But look, we're going to move into the first reaction video. You know what I'm saying? We heading over to Anton Daniels. It's a reaction video. There's a woman that's got some questions for us, brothers, and some opinions of her own as well. And so, you know, we're going to listen, pause, play, and chime in, man. I appreciate y'all being with me. Let's go.
So sometimes it just feel like Black women can never be good enough for Black men. Y'all say y'all want natural women, but we wear our hair natural, and it's really if you're natural and you have a curly hair pattern that y'all like, not if you're natural and you have a 4C. Y'all say y'all don't like makeup, but then y'all get the girls who wear makeup. It's just so confusing to us, and I feel like usually the men are supposed to be the head, right? So if the man is the head, then y'all are leading the conversation, and y'all are leading the trend of why we dress and do the things that we do, because ultimately it's to get a man, right? I mean, usually, not for all women, but for most women, it's to get a man. So we're going to do what's going to attract you. I mean, it's just basic nature. Like if you look at the animals and all that, they do what's going to attract their mate. So we do the same thing. So I'm just curious, like, why does it seem like it's so tough for Black men and Black women?
Wait. Y'all hearing this? Mic check. Hey, chat, are y'all hearing this? Let's take this from the top. I want to see if she's serious. Hold on. I'm going to start pausing now. Let's go.
Because sometimes it just feel like Black women can never be good enough for Black men. Y'all say y'all want natural women, but we wear our hair natural, and it's really...
Time out. That's not her hair. And it ain't her eyelashes either. And those aren't her eyebrows. And that's not her skin. That shit... She got a face full of makeup, big-ass eyelashes, and a weave, and she's talking about, we like it natural, so y'all go natural. You're not natural. You're not natural. Right now. Let's go.
If you're natural and you have a curly hair pattern that y'all like, not if you're natural and you have a 4C. Y'all say y'all don't like makeup, but then y'all get the girls who wear makeup.
Kat, where you see it at? Where you see it at? Where do you see this at? What is she talking about? Men don't like women who wear makeup all the time. Men don't object to makeup on occasion. Makeup used to be an on occasion thing. Y'all want to have a beat face 60% of the year. That's a costume. At that point, it's a costume. It's people who literally wake up and be like, I'm not going outside without putting on my face first. That's a costume. So yeah, me personally, I like women that are natural. I understand a woman gonna have put some other people hair in her head sometimes because I like them melanated. So I understand women is gonna put some other people hair in their head sometimes, and I understand they're gonna beat their face sometimes. But I always say I like a woman who's natural 85% of the year. 85% of the year. Most days out of the year, she ain't doing nothing more than some moisturizer. And I also like women who got good skin, but I like women who have good diets. All that shit they go hand in hand with each other. You see how that shit makes sense? You feel me? Let's go.
It's just so confusing to us, and I feel like usually the men are supposed to be the head, right? So if the man is the head, then y'all are leading the conversation, and y'all are leading the trend of why we dress and do the things that we do, because ultimately it's to get a man, right? I mean, usually, not for all women, but for most women, it's to get a man. So we're going to do what's going to attract you. I mean, it's just basic nature. Like if you look at the animals and all that, they do what's going to attract their mate.
No, not anymore. Them days over. Y'all been stopped caring about us. It's all over the internet. If y'all want to give me a couple, I told y'all I got time today. If y'all want to give me a couple minutes to just go down the YouTube rabbit hole and see how many females we could find in under 5 minutes saying they don't need a man, what is she talking about? Women do what the men say they like. Since when? The marriage rates is down because y'all no longer care about what we like. We be like, we like it like this, and y'all be like, we don't do this for y'all. We hear it all the time. Let me know if I'm capping, chat. I'm cool with being wrong. I want to crack the codes. I'm cool with being wrong. Shout out to the people that's tuned in from Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of y'all. But yeah, I'm cool with being wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know if I'm capping. You feel me? But that's crazy work. When did that shit over with? Them days is over. Y'all now call women who now acquiesce to the desires of men are called pick-me's, which I think is a good thing. But in the female community, it's a term that's supposed to be an insult. So you mean to tell me this woman that desires a man is behaving in a manner that is going and speaking in a manner that is going to help her acquire a man, which she desires, and you call her a pick-me like it's something wrong with what she's doing? Her actions are in alignment with her desires, and then she gets her results. And y'all are calling that a bad thing. I'm lost. And welcome to 2025. Let's go.
So we do the same thing. So I'm just curious, like, why does it seem like it's so tough for Black men and Black women to just love each other and love each other genuinely and not have all these stipulations that we put on one another that we don't put on other races when we date outside of our own race? So it's no hate. It's just really the question. And I'm just sick of the hate that we spew against each other when we should just be loving one another. And it's nothing wrong if you feel like you want to date outside of your race. I'm just saying, when you date outside of your race, why do you have to hate Black women so bad? Why do you have to feel like you have to put this other race?
All right, so listen, I'm not sure what Anton's about to say when he starts. I can't help but to keep interjecting because it's like, she says, so men who, I talked about this on a previous piece of content. Black men typically desire Black women. We marry Black women at 85%. Of the 15% that are not married to Black women, according to blackdemographics.com, of the 15% that are not married to Black women, 7% of them are with a Caucasian woman. 8% of them are just with non-Black women that are not Caucasian. So Asian, Hispanic, whatever you want to call it, right? They're with a non-white woman, non-Black woman, right? So that's the reality of the numbers today as far as marriage is concerned. So by and large, Black men and Black women do love each other. So let's get that misconception out of the way. You know what I'm saying? We do love each other. Point blank and simple. And if we didn't love each other, we wouldn't be able to sit here and get millions of clicks and views trying to figure this shit out, talking about it every day, right? So we clearly care on both sides. But I just answered the answer to her question. I just answered it with my previous statement, which was simply that feminism came in. Sisters bought into feminism. Feminism was started by white women. Sisters bought into the shit, or the Western women, period, bought into the shit. And what happened is women stopped being pick-me's. That's why I'm going to forever say pick-me is a good thing. A woman that is a pick-me is simply a woman that is acquiescing to the desire of a man because she wants to have a man. It's simple. If women like dudes that are in shape with good skin and good hygiene and some money, men want that thing. So they gonna get their skin together, get in shape, and get some money. And the ones that don't do it, they understand why they get their results. You're not gonna find a whole bunch of completely delusional dudes on the internet. You're not. Because reality hits us right upside the head. We don't really have no choice. We got to deal with that shit. It's gonna smack us in the face. You know what I'm saying? Being a pretty woman is fairly easy. Y'all could combat me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Being a beautiful woman is fairly easy. It's not a lot of beautiful women that are homeless. It's homeless women, but they not bad. If you a bad chick, you'll never go homeless. You'll never go without a meal. That's men don't have that. You could look like Boris Kojo. It don't matter. You is not going to always be able to find a couch to surf on. You're not. You could look like Chris Brown. You're not always going to be able to find a couch to surf on. You're not. Your looks ain't going to skate you by as no dude. So reality hit us much harder and much sooner than women. And I think, women they've been literally weaponized against us. Black women have been weaponized against black men. They went for it, which I'm not surprised because I understand psychology and I understand how the sheep are being herded. There's a few sisters, there's a lesser percentage or a minority of sisters who are still operating in their femininity, still holding on to some of the values from yesteryear while adopting the values of today's time that are beneficial, because we should be evolving. Those women who have that balance, they're getting married. Like I always say, people be complaining about relationships and the dating pool, but it's a wedding every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Somebody getting married every weekend. So while you just say you not having success, just say you not having success. Don't speak for everybody, because the banquet halls ain't going out of business. That's just real. Let's go.
Over black women and make it feel like they're better, and that's why you chose that was the better option, when that's just not the case. Women are women regardless of the color. We all have the same traits for the most part. It doesn't matter if it's black, white, Asian, Mexican, Indian, whatever you choose. Women are going to be women.
Well, it seems like her heart is in a good place, but she just needs a little bit of insight, a little bit of correction so that she can get a better understanding of how men think. Number one, I could just look at her right now and I could say it's the eyelashes, the butterfly eyelashes. Like, how can you talk about natural and then everything about what men say that they don't want and what they talk about on a regular basis is the opposite of what your behavior is? And I think that speaks to the bigger issue, is that it's the attitude, it's the disposition, it's to love me regardless of how it is that I act. It's the fact that y'all partnered with feminism that was against you in order to break up your households. It's the facts that you decide that you want.
Hold on. So y'all know I haven't watched this. I don't know if I told y'all I didn't watch this before I did this reaction. I don't watch my reaction videos. I see the headline, I see the thumbnail. I'll be like, all right, we're going to use this. If anything, I'll watch 10 seconds. The fact that Anton Daniels is making the same points that I just made, and I didn't see this already, I had no idea what he was about to say. So men everywhere saying the same shit because none of it's true. That's crazy. Let's go.
Go and sleep around and have children by men that's not supposed to be with you in the first place, that you pass up on men that you should have married, and then you want to come back and say, why can't I find love? Because guys listen to you, they made adjustments, and now they have higher standards, and they don't feel like they have to deal with or accept when it's a worldwide competition for black men. That's really the gist of it. I don't think that men are a monolith and that it is all black men that say that they don't want black women, right? I think that the overwhelming majority of black men in particular have a preference for black women, but do not like what it is that comes along with them. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think that there's a narrative that's being painted like you guys aren't loved, you guys aren't accepted. No, it's that you made bad decisions and we're unwilling to accept what comes along with it. And so while, for example, I know a lot of guys that say that, man, I really, really want to get married. I really, really want to get married. They won't do it because they're also afraid of divorce. They don't want what comes along with it. When you have a group of women, for example, that label themselves as a 92%, and they say, and they listen to a woman like Michelle Obama that says during the election, go against what your husband say and do what you need to do in order to vote in this woman that we want to be president of the United States of America. When you have a group of women that say that they're the most educated, when in reality they're the most enrolled and the most in debt, how can you tell a man that he's supposed to accept a woman in which he marries, he now inherits her student loans, and y'all sit there and y'all say that y'all don't like men? And really, it's really just a Me Too. The problem.
Let me jump in right here real quick, because I like a lot of what Anton's saying, but he's so nice. He's so kind. You know what I'm saying? This brother been married for 20 years to a chocolate sister. You know what I'm saying? Anton's being kind. He's trying to calm himself down. He's in that area. I'm not there yet. Okay? So while he can offer balance here, it's just, hey, look, sisters, the sooner we embrace this, the better. The sooner we embrace this, the better. I'm finna just give y'all facts, some shit that y'all can't argue with me about. Now, the rest of the stuff, tell me if I'm wrong. But this, you can't argue with me about. The average black man, and matter of fact, man, this live. Let's go. No, let's just do it like that. Average black man's income in America. Let's just do it quick. Black men in the United States of America, average annual income is $79,000. However, figure varies significantly based on age, experience, and other factors. While some black men earn significantly higher incomes, the median income for black families is $54,000. Those are the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the numbers. So while y'all sit around and talk about how much we don't need each other, the numbers show that by and large, most people living right around the poverty line as a household. And that's because a lot of us are doing it alone. Y'all doing it alone. Yep. I could do bad all by myself. Why would I go 50-50 with a man when I can handle 100 now? So you don't want anything to lighten your load? No, if you can't take the whole load, I'd rather just take the whole load. No puffy. You know what I'm saying? Because that sounded crazy. But you get what I'm saying? Like, you don't want anything to lighten your load, to help you, to lend you a hand. No, if you can't take everything off my shoulders, check all my boxes, and grow with me as I grow, and hit your goals in a manner that is faster than my grace running out. If you can't do all of that, I'd rather just be without a man altogether. Okay, and this is what we saying. In response. Okay, we just gonna go get with Guadalupe. It's over with. That's what we saying in response to all that. Okay, you've made it difficult enough. You got it. And listen, they'll shame you on the way out the door. Oh, you wasn't man enough to tame you. So I don't want to tame nothing. I don't want to tame it. I don't want to handle it. I don't want to just fall in line or fall off. And we gonna call Meredith or Maribel or goddamn, you see what I'm saying? And she's not wrong when she says all women are women. That's true. But all women don't grow up in the same culture. Raise a child up in the way it should go, and they should not depart from it. You understand? So when you come up in a culture and where the customs, where you see your mama and you see abuela and you see abuelita and you see tia and you see them, you see them catering to the men and taking care of the men, and you see the man outside getting their hands dirty and fixing shit, and you see the family structure, and you see that, and you grew up around that, you're going to be that to the men when you start dating them. But see, our sisters, unfortunately, ain't growing up seeing that. They're not growing up seeing that. They're growing up seeing mom dukes dating around and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're growing up seeing pops got chicks in and out and shit. They growing up, you know what I mean? They growing up jumping. You see what I'm saying? So we can't even, it's not even, we done got to a point where, and it's self-inflicted. No, it's nobody's fault but ours. We bought the bullshit. Our women bought the bullshit, and we like shit. It's a lot of men now that's like shit. Look, if this shit gonna be this difficult, I'm trying to go somewhere where it's easy. Because a house ain't, listen, going home to a difficult woman, that's not a house, fam. That's not a home, fam. Going home to a difficult woman is not a home. For all the men that's suffering in silence right now, I feel you. Going home to a difficult woman is not a home, G. I feel you. You need you an agreeable woman, a cooperative woman, and sometimes that's Katie. That's what dudes is telling y'all. Sometimes it's Katie. Sometimes it's Hannah. But he wanted Katrina. So you saying, why do men say shit about black women as they depart from them and end up with somebody else? Is because of resentment. They wanted a sister. They just could not, for the life of them, run into one that act how they want a woman to act long term. This one thing I always tell women, the biggest thing that y'all don't see is the male experience. Our women lack empathy. I'll be like, the only reason y'all think y'all so great is because y'all don't date y'all. Ask the studs. The studs know. The studs sound just like us because they date y'all. They sound just like us. Same complaints. Same everything. Haircuts, clothes, complaints, same shit, same experience. So, let me know when I start lying. Let's go.
Problem, I think, mostly with black women is that they want to be so much like everybody else, but they pick the wrong things that they're adopting. And obviously, I'm not speaking about all black women because I don't believe that they're a monolith either. But the problem is that y'all just continue to partner with people that don't even have your best interests at heart as far as the ways that you think make sense that then ultimately ruin your lifestyle, it ruins your children, it ruins your prospects, and it ruins your future. So why would you partner with feminists to remove yourselves out of your households and then divest yourself against the men that you say that you now want, that you ultimately came back to, and now they were unwilling to accept your behavior? Why would you vote for a woman when men said, yo, listen, we need to look a little bit differently. We need to get off the Democrat plantation. But you say, no, we the part of the 92%, we partner with women. I will tell you, like, for example, she said during this video that women are doing things so that they can find a mate. Y'all doing all of the opposite things that men are saying that they want. Okay. I see we got to give a little bit dive a little deeper and give some more examples, right? So, for example, if we say we don't want single mothers, right, that it's no benefit in being a step crash dummy, that you need to marry before you carry, then why would you go out there and all of y'all chase the same man just to get pregnant by him? If we say, for example, like I could tell you that even the things that women do, how they dress, the way that they look, right? Every single black woman, almost all of them have a fucking bull ring in their nose. All of them, they fit into this narrative where they had these butterfly eyelashes. They have, when they, even the simple things like the jewelry that they not asking for that because they think about it from themselves or a man is what it is that we evaluate them. Most of the shit that y'all do it for other women. Y'all not doing it for us. You do it for the validation of your homegirls, for your friends, for your mother, all of this stuff. You don't do it for the validation of a man. And so I would say that that's a false narrative. I don't believe even a little bit that these women are doing things for the acceptance of men or because they think that this is what men want. I think that it's the complete opposite. I think that they do it to be rebellious. And I've seen so much rebelliousness, so much anger, so much hate. Y'all follow all of the wrong women that give y'all all of the wrong advice. And you think that somehow, some way, we just supposed to accept you as you are. What guys realize is that it's a global marketplace. And again, I believe that black women, for the most part, have all of the characteristics physically that other women wanted. Y'all never had to get it.
Yeah, black women, the melanated Afro origin, indigenous woman or whatever the case may be. That's the finest shit you gonna get on earth. The most finest woman on earth is copper colored. She's dark. She gonna be melanated for sure. The finest on the planet at all times. At all times, the finest woman on the planet gonna be melanated at all times. We can't get enough of the sisters. I'm telling you. We can't get enough of the sisters. But shit, look, if you can't tell them nothing, you can't lead them, you can't guide them, you can't, they don't want to come under your covering, come under your authority, then hey, call Isabel, you know what I mean? Call Irene, you know what I'm saying? Because the fuck? Who's signing up to suffer in silence for the next 30, 40, 50 years? And then these days, it's not even that. You're not even signing up to suffer in silence. Because motherfucker end a marriage like y'all just go together. They're in the marriage today like y'all just go together. Divorce like breaking up. It ain't even that big of a deal. Must get out of a marriage quick. I'm seeing a trend of that too. Oh yeah, my first marriage. How many marriages you had? Oh, I'm on my third. Damn, that's crazy. And it's like it's something to brag about. Yeah, you know, I'm definitely a wife. Well, doesn't seems like you're failing. You ain't supposed to be a wife once. Let somebody die. And some people will still tell you once. Some people don't believe in remarrying. That's how loyal it is to the dirt. You know what I'm saying? But let's go.
BBL. You never had to do enhancements or surgery. All you had to do was take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? All of the things that you were supposed to focus on is the things that you don't focus on. And all of the things that you're not supposed to focus on is the things that you dedicate yourself to. And it's so dumb. It is so dumb. The mindset, the narrative. And again, this is not towards her. I always like to leave a link in the description so that y'all can tap back into the person that we speaking about. This is not towards her in particular, but it does speak to a larger narrative, I believe. And guys are no longer just settling. It's not. It's a global marketplace. I think that guys are going to shoot their shot at women. I think that the majority of Western women, regardless of what your demographic is, I think that they all generally think the same. And guys is not even fucking with, a lot of guys is don't even want women that's from here in the United States of America. Now, I always had a preference and have a preference for black women, but only the best of the best. Like, as far as mindset is concerned, like, you just have to be a grown adult. You can't be walking around with no debt. You can't be walking around promiscuous. You can't be walking around having been slept with everybody. Most of these chicks, they all got diseases and stuff like that. They all congregate in the same cities. You know what I'm saying? So I think that there are a lot of women that is dope, a lot of black women that is dope, but y'all got to separate yourselves from the ones that's not. I could be off though. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Shout out to Anton Daniels, man. Shout out to Anton Daniels. Shout out to his rhetoric. What up, Chris Dale in the chat? What's going on with it? What's happening? From the spelling of Chris, I can't tell. Is it male or female? It don't even matter. Shout out to you for sure. Appreciate you. Yeah, but big ups to Anton Daniels for his commentary. I agree with a lot of what he said. He made some points that I made, and then he added some additional things. And obviously, I added to his video too. But shout out to Anton Daniels. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in with him for sure. I always put his credentials in the description of the videos and stuff like that. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. But yeah, man, it's crazy. I think I said enough on that one. I don't want to, you know what I mean? We ain't gonna beat that to death, but that's enough for that reaction. Let me hold on. That was the old reaction. Yeah. But that was our reaction. Do black men even like black women? With Anton Daniels, man. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. Let's move into, we got a long agenda today. Like I said, I'm gonna be on live for a minute, so I'm not in a rush to do anything. You know, if y'all out running y'all errands, put me in the earpiece, man. I'm here. Let's move into a story time or a question of the day. Let's go to the question of the day. I didn't pre-prepare for live, y'all. I told y'all I was under the weather, so I got to spell this shit out in real time. You know what I mean? I was under the weather, but I'm back up, though. Oh, this is a good one, too. I got to hear what y'all got to say about this one, chat. For sure. It's a two-part question. So the question of the day is, does unconditional love really exist, and who receives it? Shout out to everybody tapping in from Instagram. Shout out to Sylvester. Shout out Rich Dior. Shout out John. Y'all slide over to YouTube. Mess with me at The Classic Codes. I'm about to end Instagram after this question of the day. Instagram over with because it's buffering my stream. Joe Jet, what's going on, brother? Shout out to Joe Jet too, being the first person to super chat me before I'm eligible for the super chats. I definitely received your offering, brother. I'm gonna keep the content coming. We got a 2-hour stream today. I'm just getting warm, dog. 333. You got me in the earpiece? Oh yeah. Hey, you got some. Hey, I got time today. But the question of the day: does unconditional love really exist? Who receives it? Let's go. So I'm gonna say this: In a human format, the simple answer to this question is yes. Shout out to JD333. All the chat getting active. They had to, y'all had to get warmed up too, huh? Chat had to get warmed up too. Anybody watching me from Instagram, y'all got 20 minutes. When this question of the day is over with, it's over with. Y'all got to slide over to YouTube. So look, I would say the simple answer to does unconditional love really exist? Yes. Unconditional love does really exist. Now, who receives it? Okay, so unconditional love exists from mother to child. Oftentimes, we've seen instances, right? But it exists from mother to child. It exists from father to child, okay? Unconditional love also exists from from husband to wife. Do I believe unconditional love exists from wife to husband? No. I don't believe unconditional love exists from wife to husband. I do not. So when we start talking about who receives it, does unconditional love really exist? I say yes. Y'all tell me, chat, if y'all disagree or give me y'all take. We on the first question of the day. I got a couple today. I think unconditional love does truly exist, but who receives it? If we just talking about human beings, children oftentimes will receive unconditional love from the caregiver, whomever that may be, right? They'll die for them. They're going to stand up for them even when they're wrong, correct them in behind doors, whatever the case may be, protect them, show them the way, all of that. Have pure intentions for them, all that. Does unconditional love exist from husband to wife? Oftentimes, yes. Oftentimes, yes. Men will endure in relationships far more than women these days. I'm standing on that. Y'all disagree with me? Correct me if I'm wrong. We here to crack the code, y'all. Don't be scared to have a conversation. So the thing is, husbands or men in general, we don't receive unconditional love from humans. We don't. Men don't receive unconditional love from humans. If you're a man and you want unconditional love, get a dog. Get a dog. I just recently lost my dog, and ain't nobody ever loved me like my dog. I just super recently lost my dog. He right here. His ashes right here on my desk. And that's unconditional love. Every single fucking day. It was no wavering, no what have you done for me lately, no nothing. If I decided not to feed my dog for a whole day, the nigga just fast with me. He ain't love me no different. No, you get what I'm saying? Buy a dog. If you're a man and you want unconditional love, buy a dog. You're not getting it from no human. Chris Dale, what up? He said CW. What that mean? What that mean? Talk to me. But yeah, so that's what I say on that. I would say that how can a man get? Let's try to unpack this. How can a man receive unconditional love from a human? You could get it from one of your kids. You might have a child that love you unconditionally, but not really. Because I can come up with a lot of conditions where a child may not have love from you. The mother could cool Willie. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like the mother could you might could get unconditional love from a child if you a man. You might can. But it's like is it unconditional? No. Because like we see it every day. It might be two parents that are co-parenting, and let's say the mother is painting a bad image of the father. A lot of times the child will choose sides. That's not unconditional love. It's not, you have some children that's like, all right, I hear you, but like I know I got my own relationship with my pop. Like I ain't really like that's your personal beef and your bias. Like I know my dad for myself. You got that too, but is that the majority? No. You know what I mean? So that love, even that love is conditional. Somebody could offer you their opinions or misguide you and mentally, and now you don't got no feelings for your pops. You know what I'm saying? Like men don't generally get unconditional love from humans. You got to get an animal, a pet or something. Like it's not. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really trying to like hash this out. Women get unconditional love from a lot of different directions. A lot of times women get unconditional love from their children by default. Unconditional love from their parents. Do men get unconditional love from their parents? No. Nope. Not really. Like, if we want to have a real conversation, no. Like, I'm trying to think, where do men get unconditional love from? Not even from their parents. Because I know a lot of parents that have disowned their son if he came home with a boyfriend. It's over with. Shit, you could put me in there. You could put me in there. If I had a son and he came home with a boyfriend, shit. My love ain't unconditional, G. I'll be the first to tell y'all my love ain't unconditional. And the reason why my love ain't unconditional is because I don't receive unconditional love. So I don't giveth. Fuck is you talking about? What I look like? Now, when I become like a father and I have some kids, yeah. Or like my dog, yeah. Like I'd have ran in front of I would have ran across some train tracks to save my dog. And if we ain't make it, we ain't make it. That's a fact. But would I do it for like my brother? Nah, I'll probably just yell, move, nigga. Boy, fuck you doing? I'll cap it a little bit, but not really. I don't know. I had to be in the situation. It's a question mark. I don't know. For real. I don't get unconditional love because I tell you, like, if y'all really want to have this conversation, we can have it. Like, you could say it. Everything sound good to say. But if we trying to crack the code, we got to be honest. Everything sound good to say. Yeah, I got unconditional love for my mama, my daddy, my brothers, and it's unconditional. There's no condition you could bring up where my love would ever be in question. Shit. I know a lot of conditions that we could bring up. If somebody love would be in question, damn, you would do some shit like okay, for example, like you might say, okay, here we go, hypothetical. You are a married woman with children. You got 3 kids and a husband. Boom, you're a married woman. You got 3 kids and a husband. You watching your niece. Your kids with your husband, they doing something. You babysitting your niece. Your niece go do some stupid shit. She out on the road. You feel like you might got a chance to save her from this car that's coming, that's looking down, texting and driving, but you might not. It's a good chance you can get hit by this car with your niece if you run out there and try to save your niece. Tell me right now that you got unconditional love for your niece. Tell me you got unconditional love for your niece, and you not going to think about your kids and your husband before you run your dumb ass out there in that street and potentially die with your niece. Tell me your shit unconditional like that. Let's get into some real shit. Unconditional means unconditional. Chris Dale said, insane love show, right? Appreciate it, dog. Appreciate it. Yeah, tell me your shit unconditional like that. Tell me you running out in the street and you ain't gonna think about your family first. That's what I'm saying. Like my brother, for example, my brother got a family. He got a whole ass family. So before he do something to come save my life or crash out behind me and all that shit, he can say his love for me unconditional. Respect. Everything sound good to say. Tell me you're not gonna think about my nephew or my niece before you go and crash out about me. Just you see, it sound good, but you realistically you got other motherfuckers to be around for. The love conditional, fam. You feel me? I think the only man that's capable of probably giving like a sibling or a best friend unconditional love is a man who don't have nothing of his own. So if you a single man, no kids, no wife, no nothing, you just nomad. You know what I'm saying? You just nomad out here. You probably can't have a best friend that's a homie or a blood brother that's a homie and have unconditional love. It don't, whatever needs to be done for this person, I'm coming through. My love will never waver for this person under no circumstance because you don't have nothing else to consider. You don't have nothing else to think about. You could do that. But when you start having other people you responsible for and shit like that, like, yeah. And then some people will say, well, it's not love crashing out about somebody. Yes, it is. Sometimes it is. That is love. Love and hate is the same emotion on 2 different ends of the spectrum. So crashing out could be a form of love. It's intense emotion for sure. It's passion for sure. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's crashing out verbally, physically, whatever the case may be, crashing out comes from a place. You're not crashing out about some shit you don't care about at all. Tell me I'm lying. Even to hate somebody, you got to value their opinion. Right? If you don't put no stock in what they got to say, then you're not going to put no weight on their words. And it's not going to get to you. If it gets to you, it's because it matters to you. Right? So let's have some real conversation. I'm convinced men don't receive unconditional love in this world. Professor BX, what up from Instagram? Tap over to YouTube, bro. Instagram about to be over. TOTCW. Tap over to Willie. Oh, that's you? Tap over to YouTube, bro. Yeah. Instagram about to be over with. For everybody sliding through. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, so I don't know, man. I really can't see a situation where, like, being a grown ass man is really a thankless job. Everything you do, you supposed to do. Ain't nothing about, you know what I'm saying? Everything you do, you supposed to do. Nigga, you could make $1 trillion and provide for your family on a, he said, I already like the topic, subbed. Gratitude, appreciate it. I am Tetsuo. What's up? Did I say that right? I hope I said it right, man. Shout out. But yeah. So like, being a grown man handling business, like you really, it's really a thankless job. Everything you do, you're supposed to do. You can make two million, you supposed to run up a bag. Now you make 50 million, you supposed to run up a bag. You a man. That's what men do. Knowing most people ain't gonna touch that type of bread in a lifetime, we just say all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's real though. It's a thankless job. It don't matter how much of a super Negro you is versus a mediocre Negro. You supposed to do it. Whatever you got done, you supposed to do that. You feel me? Only time you really get reverence is if you got clout. If you do everything in the dark and don't be somebody that make 10 million a year and got floor seats at the Lakers game, sitting next to a celebrity that make 2 million a year and probably live above their means and really live in check to check on some shit. Who the cameras on? Who gonna get the most hoes? You get what I'm saying? Like we nigga, the blinders is on, champ. And that's why it ain't no unconditional love. Right there. That's why men don't get unconditional love. That don't exist for men. Does it exist? Yes. Simple answer, yes. For men, fuck no. And you can take that to the unconditional. Man, that shit conditional as hell. You thought it's niggas every day finding out how conditional this shit get. You thought your girl loves you unconditional. You thought she was a ride or die because she held you down when you did 30 days for that dumbass misdemeanor. And you thought this and you thought that. And you moved your dumbass in with your girl. And promptly as y'all got into it and her grace ran out for your ass, she showed you her conditions. And a U-Haul. Yeah. Yeah. Niggas every day finding out how conditional this shit get. Yeah. 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 Yeah, you got the laugh to keep from crying. It's conditional. But yeah, that's the first question of the day. I'm just getting warm, man. Instagram, we shutting it down. Y'all got to come to YouTube. Y'all got to come to YouTube. It's over with. It's over with. All right, y'all. That was the first question of the day, though. Hold on. Let me get this situated right quick. These lights too close to me today. I done broke a sweat for y'all. What's happening? 333 in the chat if y'all still with me. What's going on, man? Shout out Joe Jet. Shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out JD. Shout out Chris Dale. Shout out I am Tetsuo. Shout out. Everybody in here. I'm waiting for Deacon to show up. We got time today, cuz I told y'all, man. Yup. All right, let's go into a story time video. We got a story time on the wonderful world of TikTok. Now, listen, I've done female story times. I've done male story times. The first male story time I did, that shit did not go well. Buddy was all types of, how do I put it? He was just a sucker. That shit was bad. Like, it was hard to listen to. Nigga got played for like $1,000 on a first date. He had first baddie syndrome so bad, but learning a lesson on $1,000 is crazy. I don't think I learned. Did I learn any $1,000 lessons? I don't know if I learned no $1,000 lesson. I might have learned some lessons cost me $300. 400. I ain't learned no with a female. I ain't learned $1,000 lesson with no female. I might have learned $1,000 lesson in my life. Not no $1,000 lesson about no broad. No, sir. Absolutely not. All right. This story time is about. Oh, this dude say he said he's sleeping with his girl and her mom. And he gonna break it down for us. I think it's a 2-part story. So when the first part over, I'm gonna try to find the second part. Sometimes it take a little bit of time, but like I told y'all, today I have time, cuz today I got time. So we gonna do what we gotta do to make sure we get the full story told for sure. If the production a little slow today, I told y'all I ain't pre-prep for everybody that's just getting in here. I've been sick, I've been under the weather, man. That's why I ain't streamed the last couple of days. That's why I'm gonna give y'all a few hours. But this dude talking about this dude gonna be talking about how he's sleeping with his girl and her mom. So we're gonna get into it. I need to hear how he put that play together because sometimes, never mind. Let's go.
Story time on when I was sleeping with my girl and her mama. See, it's raining outside. They finna be a good one. So boom, I'm with my girl. They're my girl back then. I was with her for about, I say, probably going on a year. You know what I'm saying? Probably like, I say about a year and about 3 months. After 3 months, we had to, we decided we're gonna go ahead and like move in with each other or whatever, So things were going good. Like she was checking all the boxes, checking all of them. So we end up moving in or whatever. So like I used to always go around her spot. Her mama was cool or whatever. So her mama started falling on some hard times. And I say probably like a good 12 months in our relationship. So her mama started falling on hard times.
Hold on. Y'all see where it's going? Mama sold him some of that. Yeah. Mama sold him some of that. Mama said we've been dating about 12 months. Her mama was always cool. She started falling on some hard times. Mama finna sell him some of that. Yeah. Come on.
Time. So our lease was almost over. So we my girl, like, she come to me, she like, we could just like move in with my mama, help her pay some of the bills, cause that'll help her out. And like we can stack up something, try to get us a little house or something like that. Cause we talking about future shit. Like we'll locked in. So
hey, listen, ladies, if your mama still got it, if she still got it, and you knowing she still got it, and she knows she still got it, don't move your nigga in the house with y'all. Don't. The flesh is weak. Let's go.
So we end up moving in with her mama or whatever. And like I said, her mama was cool. Like she always treated me like a son. Like I felt like genuine love there. So everything was good when we transitioned and moved in with her mama. So I'm like, everything kind of going like smooth or whatever. We getting definitely stack up some bread, because I ain't gonna lie, we was going 50-50 on the rent. Like, hey, y'all can say what y'all want to say. Big gonna give me that 50.
Yeah.
Big gonna give me that 50. We
yeah.
You call it roommates or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Hey, but we
put some. Hey, say, that brother had to stand on it with some pride. You gonna put some skin in the game. Yeah. Put your 50 down. Ha.
We're going 50-50 on all the bills or whatever. Cause like I said, we just got really locked in like a 3 months. Like I ain't finna be paying for all your bills or whatever. I'm trying to still establish myself. But we end up moving in with her mama. Like I said, we stacking on our little bread or whatever. And my girl, we stacking that bread, so we starting to have a little extra money. So my girl, she wanted to go out on like a girls trip, and I really didn't want her to go. I'm like, bro, like if we in a relationship, we supposed to be stacking and saving money. Like, why you trying to go out on a girls trip? So she ended up still going. I was like, fuck it, ain't really nothing I could do. I'ma just go.
No, it's supposed to be something you could do. Am I lying? There's supposed to be something he could do, fellas, right? He's supposed to be able to tell her you ain't going on no girls trip, and she's supposed to stay her black ass at home. Am I capping? So men no longer can veto. We can't veto in the household. I get it. Your ability to tell her what to do is attached to your pockets. And so if you're not paying all the bills, making her purposeless in fucking life, because he ain't said nothing about them having no kids. So if you're not paying 100% of everything and treating her like your daughter / girlfriend, essentially, right, taking her on as a complete liability in your life, then you can't tell her what to do. I remember. My fault. I forgot. I remember now. Your respect is tied to your pockets, not your manhood. You could drop dick over there, but you can't tell her she can't go on no vacation, because he ain't say you can't go on no girls trip because he worried about her cheating. That's my concern. She's finna go be a thought for the weekend. That's my concern. He said you can't go because we supposed to be stacking our bread. He making a better point than me. And she still went. Disobedience. But y'all will get mad for a nigga to go. You get mad if he go call Rebecca. You be mad. Let his next girl be Rebecca. You slander his name. Let's go.
Go ahead and, chill at the house or whatever like that. I ain't really had no plans. So I'm in that bed chilling. I'm playing the game or whatever. And mama come out that bed in like some lingerie. I'm like, what's going on? So, I just kind of like slide to the room, because I was in the living room. I just slide to the room, because I'm like, boy, this is getting too crazy. Like, I don't know if mom do throwing me them signs, or if like if I'm just tripping. But I found out I wasn't tripping. So
Hey.
I'm in the room. That thing, you know, she just kind of like, I hear the door kind of like creaking open or whatever. What's going on here? She like, you know, when a bitch just want to just say something to you, ask me like some stupid ass question, like, do you want some of this juice in here? But when she came in, this time, hey, she bent that thing over. She was like, oh, you got something on the ground, like picked up a little shirt. And
All right,
you know,
I heard enough. Mama still got it. Mama still got it. I heard enough. Mama still got it. Because anytime, that's confidence. Let me see. Let me let you see what if that's a maiden call. Let's go.
like had them cheeks out. So I'm like, damn, like what's going on here? So she like, you know, I really been like lonely. You know, I can't really find no good man out here. And at this point, like I just really want to just get my back cracked. So I'm like, damn, like I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, them grown ass women get straight to the point, don't they? Them grown ass women get straight to the point, don't it? Hey, I need my back crack. Yeah, straight request. You hear me? What you gonna do about it? Yeah.
Like the hereditary cheater just like snapped out of me. Like I was trying to be good. But that hereditary cheater, that shit just snapped into me. Before you know it, man, I'm busting mama ass down, man. Like, and I felt like real crazy after that. Cause like, it was like, soon as I was done, my girl called. Like, part 2. I gotta drop.
I got to find it. We got to find it, chat. We gotta find part 2, G. Come on, folks. The suspense is killing me, fam. Nah, he said this was gonna be a good one, folks. Did not oversell, man. Shout out to that boy Bernie on TikTok. That boy Bernie coming out of Jacksonville. That's what's going on. That boy Bernie. What is his handle? Living life _ with a smile. There we go. Let me find. Come on, man. I gotta find part 2. Ain't no other way. Got it. Oh, it's 3 parts. Let's go. I got it. Hold on, Bernie. I gotta bring it back. I gotta bring it back to the people, dog. Hold on. That's crazy. I'm talking about she came in there straight for the work. You hear me?
Girl and her mama. So boom, like I say, soon as I finish, my girl called. She called. So soon I answer the phone. She like, babe, I love you so much. What? Soon I heard that. Now, hey, I'm a professional cheater, hereditary cheater. So I know
she just got
if
done.
Your girl just called you out of the blue and she say how much she love you and all that, that's the first thing she say. That bitch just cheated on you.
God damn it. I can't make it up. I said it before him. Gee, she just got done. It's a movie. You was hitting her mama, and she was in damn Jamaica getting that wagwan. Chat, I'm back, chat. Let's go.
Bitch just cheated on you. And she had went on a girl's trip to Jamaica. So I know.
Hey, how I know it was Jamaica? How did I know it was Jamaica? God damn it. I hate being. Listen, I get sick. I want y'all to know. I get sick of being right all the time. I be wanting to be wrong. Every episode I come on here and beg for y'all. Tell me I'm wrong. Somebody help me. Crack these codes. I don't be wanting this shit to be right. I want black families together. I don't want this stuff to be right, for the record. But this shit, you can't make this shit up, bro. I did not watch this before. I watched the first 10 seconds of the first part, and I said, we gonna use this. Gee, how did I know they was in Jamaica, dog? You can't make this shit up, bro. Come on.
Because had no bust her ass down. She might be coming back with that jungle meat, like that jungle fever, or not jungle fever, but that jungle flu. Whatever on them Jamaicans be having, I don't know. That's where you get the worms at. They always say the old men give you the worms. The Jamaicans probably give you the worms when y'all going over there rafting, getting leeches and all.
Hey, chat, y'all know what the worms is? What's the worms? That's some new shit? I heard about crap. What's the worms? They got worms? Let's go.
But anyways, so I'm already like, soon she said that, I'm like, kind of playing along. I'm like, damn, that be she must have did some shit. Like, why she feeling guilty right now? She feeling guilty. So, you know, she like, yeah, like you and my mama about not be having fun without me. Like, man, yeah, we definitely having fun. We definitely having fun. So I hear like them turned up in the background. So she like, babe, I'm gonna call you right back. So we hang up. I ain't even gonna lie. After that shit, boy, I ran a marathon on her mama. I already knew that you had did something to me. So maybe this in both our blood. Now her mama, she was like 38. We about.
Oh yeah, mama was 38. Mama still had it. I told y'all, mama still got it. Damn it! Damn it! Mama's 38. How old is Shorty? Mama still had it, bro. Mama, he said after that phone call, he ran a marathon on mama. Hey, Chris Dale said, bird food on God. Are y'all kidding me? And she put the lingerie on for you too? What? Man, please, we finna keep sweat. What is you talking about?
22. Had my girl when she was 16. But mama looked young too. She looked like she was in her 20s. Like, you know that what they say, black don't crack. Like, if you gonna look good in your 30s, you gonna look good forever. Now, when I tell you, mama was bad. She was bad. She looked like my girl, or my girl looked like her, but a skinnier version. But mama was bam, 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 bam. Like, that shit was a brick house. That was the whole style, you know. But so mind you, my girl, she still got like 2 more days to this trip. Man, when I tell you, boy, I went to the store, got some gas station pills, boy. I tore my ass up. And
my man went and risked his heartbeat. He risked his life. Them gas station pills give y'all a heart attack now. I told y'all about getting on these. What he should have done. Let me use this moment to educate. What he should have done was went to the grocery store instead of the gas station, got some cucumbers and some lemon. You keep, for this one, scrub the cucumbers down, keep the skin on. Normally don't juice them with the skin on, but for this one, leave the skin on. Juice the cucumber with the skin on, juice that lemon with the rind, add some honey to that, just regular honey, not that honey y'all be on, and you drink that 30 minutes, you'll be a monster that you never been before in your life. You'll be a monster you never been. Stop risking y'all heartbeats on the gas station pills. But let the story continue. I had to get serious for a second.
And it was crazy because now we kind of cool, you know. After you bust somebody down the first time, like everything just be cool now. Like I ain't even got to fake with you or nothing. Even though I wasn't faking with mama, I kind of was, because she didn't know who the real me was. But now she done found out. But I see her daughter get it from, because what she doing right now. There might be like a little thing that she been doing. So I don't know. So like I say, I'm busting mama ass down that whole time my girl gone, like marathon. And Mom Dukes, she had her tools tied, so I ain't gonna lie, I was shooting that club up. I mean,
boom, 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 boom.
shooting that bit up. So my girl, she ended up getting back or whatever, you know, and I went and got her from the airport, acting like nothing ain't happened. That's what you gotta do when you a hereditary professional cheater. You know what I'm saying? You can't be doing anything out of the ordinary, because women, they pick up on everything. They pick up on everything. You can't even sneeze a different way. She's like, oh, what you sneezing for? That's an intuition. You must have did something. So everything got to stay cordial till we get back to that house. And you know what I'm saying? Like, as the days went to going on after she got back from that trip, she went to noticing. Part 3, man. Part 3.
Oh my God.
So this part 2.
Hold on,
part
y'all.
2 is
Hold
sleeping
on.
with my girl and her mom.
Hold on, y'all. Damn. Hey, did I call it? I ain't missed yet. I said for the way this story going, sound like mama still had it. Come to find out, mama still had it. You hear me? 38. Shit. Yeah. Shit. She listen. She primed and ready. 38. Shit. She been waiting on this. She been waiting, man. She damn near wanted to tell you, man, let her go out of town. Yeah, when she heard y'all arguing about it in the other room, she damn near wanted to tell you, just let her go. You gonna be straight. On God, she wanted to say that. Woo wee. This is a good one, y'all.
Part 3, story time on sleeping with my girl.
Hold on, dog. All right, here we go. Let's go, chat.
And her mama. So, part three, story time on sleeping with my girl and her mama. So, like I say, my girl done got back, but I found it like quite strange that she wasn't cool with her friends no more after the trip. Like usually that's a telltale sign. That's a telltale sign. Like something happened, and somebody done acted the way that they ain't supposed to act, or somebody.
Are they ever cool with all their friends after the trip? They never cool with all their friends after the trip. That's normal girl trip protocol. If 5 of them go, man, she might still talk to 1 or 2 of them after that trip. Maybe. That's regular protocol. We hear that everywhere. Let's go.
Somebody was mad because somebody didn't act the way they supposed to act. So never mind that with her friends, even though that was another sign to me. And I'm like, I'm starting not to feel as bad as I was feeling at first about busting her mama down. So it got to the point where we're like, man, my girl, she go to run errands or something like that. Mama want to come in for a little quick, like a little quickie. And I made it quick, so nothing went in like go down. So my girl went and end up coming in there finding out. So my girl, her friend, end up DMing me like, hey, it's something that had happened on the trip that I think you should know about. And I'm like, man, what should I know about? What should I know about? Like, you supposed to be her friend. What the loyalty at between friends? But come to find out, her friend was trying to backdoor her.
Yeah.
Trying to slither her way up in there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, to myself, I'm like, I can't hit the mama and the friend. Nah, I can't hit the mama and the friend.
Shit, you lying to me? You lying to me. This man has confessed to be a natural born, I'm giving y'all his words. That man said he is a natural born hereditary cheater. That's what he said. Now you do your job. Men like me, integrity, discipline, that's not your job. That's not your lane. That's not where you play at. You take everything that come your way. That's your job. Now you want to draw lines and have boundaries at her friend. Most females have a friend that wants you to crack. Most, I'm going to say it again, they going to deny till they die. It's their job. It's their nature. Most females got a friend that would let you crack. Matter of fact, want to crack you. Is you talking about? Most of them. And if you over 6 feet and fit the bill of certain boxes superficially, most of their friends want to crack. Man, let's be clear. A generally attractive man walk into a room and there's 5 women that are all there together. A girl's trip. I travel alone, so I'll give y'all a real scenario. I walked past a singles mixer event on a trip that I was on by myself. Decided, you know what? I'm going to sit at this bar and get me a drink. I just want to see what's going on in here. Maybe a little people watching. Whatever. Boom, I sit down. I can't make this up. I didn't sit in that seat for 60 seconds. I was surrounded by 3 women offering me a foursome. Facts. So don't talk to me nothing about no girls trip. Don't talk to me nothing about what y'all don't be doing on vacation and how you ain't like that. And don't weaponize a man's protection and his intuition into him being insecure and not trusting you. We not trying to hear none of that. We not trying to hear none of that. I got offered a 3-for-1. Facts. You here by yourself? Oh my God. Like you could just take all of us right now. Yeah. No cap. So you can't tell me shit. Woman I'm dating, you're not going on no girls trip. Any women I'm dealing with, you're not going on no girls trip where? And then if they say all the little hot spots where they go find the little mandingos, Jamaica, where else they want to go? Puerto Rico. Where else they want to go? They don't never want to go on a girls trip to Italy and sightsee and take pictures of the fucking Eiffel Tower and eat pizza. They don't want to go there. They want to go where it's big black niggas with muscles. Hot weather, beaches, and weed. That's where they want to go. Shit. Not if you, hey, when you get back, your shit'll be packed. Ha ha.
And I gotta have some decency to myself. Now I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to hit her friend too, but I was like, nah, that's too close. They been hit my friend, like let my friend knock her down. I'm gonna be feeling some type of way. But I guess I can't really feel no type of way because I'm busting your mama. Like the same place you came out of, I done dived into. Where on Trey Songz said, it's time for me to dive in. And that's what I did. Oh, I dived in. And I dived in multiple times. So, like I say, her friend ended up DMing me like it was something that she needed to tell me and all that here. And that thing, you know, she dropped a video on my DM. Bro, when I tell you, I almost had a heart attack. I don't know what no heart attack feel like, but I almost had a heart attack like seeing my girl getting slaughtered like this. And I was like,
yeah,
even though I was
yeah, man. She went out there and got the wagwan. Bust your girl back out. Blood clot. That shit you thought you was doing to her mama, boy. She was getting. You thought you was hitting her mama until you seen what Jamaica was doing to your girl.
That's her mama. I was still mad. I was like, bitch, how could you do me like this? How could you do me like this? So I kind of kept it under wraps. Like I ain't really like say nothing to my girl, but now I'm just like, I'm thinking of how I'm finna get her back. Like I'm finna like this shit.
You can't get her back, dog. What Jamaica was doing to your girl when you said you almost had a heart attack, ain't no getting her back, champ. And listen, what she took out there, she feel like it was worth it, champ. She feel like it was worth it. Yep. So that let you know, like I said, when you confess that you are a natural-born hereditary cheater, don't stop at the best friend. Hit the friend. Yeah. Because listen, to get her back for what she did in Jamaica, they got her on tape. Clearly, it wasn't no sneak video. If you was able to say she was getting slaughtered, it clearly wasn't no sneaky video. So this might have been some. I don't want to say it, G. Come on.
It's finna be in the worst way. So, boom. Like I say, me and mama, we still kind of like, you know, sneaking around or whatever, because she don't want to hurt her daughter, but you is. But I want to hurt her now. I want to hurt her now because I was hurt when I seen that video. I'm like, damn, there was some real shit. Like, that boy really brought like the whatever them Jamaicans be having that scrimp. You ever seen them, the Jamaicans be picking up them big old BBWs? They be about 300-400 pounds. This nigga was like being rain, like jumping around the room, my girl, and she's stupid for even letting them record.
Hey, he said, hold on, I gotta go to the chat. It's out of control, champ. It's out of control. Joe Jet said, not the tubes tied. Chris Dale said, high five. Chris Dale said, on that oil. Listen to me. Hey. He was jumping around. Didn't I just tell y'all it wasn't no sneak recording? He said she was stupid for letting them record her. I just told y'all
she's stupid for even letting them record her. I guess that meat was just too serious. Well, she ain't even care. So I started getting real messy with the shit. Like, so now I'm just like going in mama room. I'm busting her down in her room. You know what I'm saying? Like I be being there with my girl. She'll be done fell asleep. I've been sneaked out and going to mama room. So, but when I'm in there busting her, I'm trying to be loud. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm trying to be loud like neighbors know my name. So, like I say, one day I'm in that bed, I'm showing out. I'm like, hey, this finna be the day. So I end up like tearing her down. I'm busting her. She still telling me like, be quiet. My girl heard them cheeks. Before you know it, she come busting in the room. Part 4, man.
What? It's a part 4? Hey, did I disappoint, chat? Chat, did I disappoint? I know y'all want me to take some more days off live. Hey, I know y'all want me to take some more days off. Say, this how you come back? Hey, Come on, chat. It's the best daytime live show. He said it's a part. I didn't know it was a part 4, y'all. I thought this shit was over with. Fuck it. We finna rock out. Why not? Why not? We're part 4. He don't have part 4 posted. Hold on, G. Nah, he don't have no part 4 posted, y'all. He left us right there. That's crazy. He said part 4 and didn't post it, y'all. All right. I guess that's all we got. Shit. Hey, look. Story was good enough. Can't lie. Best story time we've done so far in the Classic Codes history. Best story time we've done so far. Shout out to bro. I'm finna say his TikTok name one more time. It's that boy Bernie. Y'all go tap in with him on TikTok. That shit was crazy. Chris Dale said, bro. Yeah, he was going, that was crazy. But listen to me. He said she busted in the room while he was polishing moms up. Talking about he was trying to be loud, trying to get caught. Listen to me. Ain't no getting her back. Ain't no getting her back, bro. When somebody take your girl and get to jumping around the room like Ving Rhames and Baby Boy, just go ahead and just move on. You know what I mean? Get your mind together. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no get back. You trying to be messy. You trying to turn it into a domestic situation. Her and her mama might fight. You know, you're going to ruin her relationship with her mom. Her mama done gave you the blessing. You know what I mean? Like, shit get crazy after that. I don't really necessarily agree with what he was doing, but I totally understand. And again, you can only choose to disrespect somebody. You can't choose the response. So they both disrespected their relationship is what they did. They both disrespected their relationship. But the aftermath of him confirming what he already knew to be true, you know what I'm saying? The aftermath of that was like, you know, I wouldn't have went that far. You know what I mean? For sure. But great story time, man. What the hell? What the hell? That shit was crazy. All right, y'all. Let's move into another question of the day. Here we go. Nah, matter of fact, let's do a code language. We ain't do a code language yet, did we? I told y'all I'm here today. Let's do a code language. I got two queued up. This first one should be quick though. I ain't gonna lie to you. We doing trust. We doing the code language on trust. So y'all know we always start the code language off by checking the actual book definition of the word. So we're gonna talk about trust, firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. I'll read that one more time. The definition of trust, firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. So that's the definition of trust. So the code language for trust, by definition, because I was gonna let y'all know. So by definition, a firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. So by that definition, I don't know if I necessarily still feel the same that I felt before I started to dive into this. The reason why is because we don't necessarily use trust in a societal format. We don't really use it by that definition. It's much more. It's much more than that. You know what I'm saying? Than that definition encompasses. So let's talk about it from the framework of the actual use of it and not just the definition of it. When it comes to trust, I'm gonna let you know, like, I don't trust anybody 100%. I trust humans to be humans, and humans are fickle. They're ever evolving, they're ever changing. Some grow, some get smaller. You know what I mean? Some grow, some shrink. You know what I mean? Some stay the same. You know what I mean? Humans are a lot of different ways. And the thing about us is none of us come with a remote control or a joystick or anything like that. You can only control yourself. You can't control another person. So like when it comes to trust, I can honestly say I don't operate out of like a trust system. I operate more out of reality than I do out of trust. Like, you know, I don't necessarily blind myself, because trust can be blinding. Trust can have you having, you know, blind faith in somebody who doesn't deserve it. And then that's never going to end right for you, regardless of what the relationship is, friendship, romantic, homies, brothers, parents. It don't really matter, you know? And then, you know, like I'm not really with shit that had you being naive. if that makes sense. So there's a few things, but we'll stay on trust. But I'm not really with locking in on something that's gonna have me out here naive. Like anytime, like for example, if I hear a dude that say some shit like, "Oh, my girl would never do that," you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like, you naive. And listen, maybe you have one of the rare kind, but is it healthy for you to put yourself in that space? Probably not. I'll be real with you. You better off having a clear understanding that humans are capable of a lot of shit. And when I say a lot of shit, that means good and bad. So I trust people to be people. I don't necessarily put too much stock in, I measure people's intentions more than I measure their actions. Like you might do some shit, but not necessarily be having malicious intent. You might have good intent and bad approach. Or you might have good intent and bad methods or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like you might take a bad approach or whatever the case may be. So I really measure people's intentions more than I measure anything else. But as far as trust, I'm not running around here trusting people. What's y'all philosophies on trust? I would love to hear it. But the most I trust a human being is like 99%. I'm still going to leave 1% for you to be a human and do some fuck shit in my brain. You know what I'm saying? And then if that's the case, then it's just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Do I think I'm a trustworthy person? It depends on what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like whether or not I'm trustworthy, because what is it? Like trusting me with information, you could trust me not to share it. Don't trust me to remember it, though. I might forget. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because I have a bad memory. It's just if the information is your business and it's not my business, I'm going to forget. I don't be remembering other people's business and shit. Chris Dale said same. Yeah, I don't remember other people's business. So like somebody called me to vent about like whatever, they significant other, their relationship with their family, whatever and shit like that. Like it's a high probability that I'm not going to recall a lot of what you said in a week. It's just what it is. I'll be a vent though, like I'll let you talk and shit. But I'm not retaining that information, not unless it's pertinent to our relationship. Like if I need to remember this shit for said reasons, then yeah, I'll commit it to memory. But for the most part, like if somebody need to vent, I'll just let them talk and shit. And if they want like sound advice or just another perspective, I'll offer what they want. But yeah, you could trust me with information. But like, can you trust me? Can you trust me to love you unconditionally? No. You can't trust me to do that. My shit got conditions. You fuck me. If you fuck me, it's gonna be fuck you for sure. For sure. All day long. And twice on Tuesday. Chris Dale said dictionary, Bible, thesaurus. What, that's what you got trust in? The dictionary, the Bible, and the thesaurus? You trust in words? Is that what you saying, Chris? But yeah. But as far as the actual definition of trust, though, a firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. I have trust for people, a level of it, but like complete trust is almost like unconditional love. Like, is it a real thing, and who gets it? You know what I mean? Like, how many women just wholeheartedly trust their husbands? Like wholeheartedly. When he's not around, they not worried about shit. How many? Like if they just was going to be honest for a day, how many men wholeheartedly, 100%, my wife would never? I don't know if that's a real thing. You can't even trust your kids. You can give them all the advice, tell them exactly how to move, tell them the circumstances, tell them the type of people they're going to run into, and they'll still go outside and fuck up a couple times and learn the hard way. Like wholehearted trust, like is that? I don't even know if that's a thing, but I say that I do think that trust is important to a degree. I just don't think we should trust to a point where you're naive. I'll say that in closing. So the thought said facts. 333. What up, bro? Welcome to the chat. Yeah. So that's the code language for today. Trust. All right. Let's get into the second portion. Like I told y'all, I got time today. I was gone for a minute, so I got to give y'all some energy. All right, let's go into something fun. We're going to go into a reaction video. We're gonna go into a reaction video. Let me pull it up real quick, y'all. Give me a second, chat. Gotta locate this one real quick. We're gonna do something fun. How y'all feeling, man? How are y'all feeling? Let me see. All right. Here we go. So this video 12 minutes. I think I'm a 1.5 exit for y'all. And we gonna go like that. But we finna tap in with one of the streamers, Duke Dennis. We finna tap in with him. He got a story time video on YouTube. I only listened to like 1 minute of it. I was like, bet we gonna use this today. Cause like I told y'all, I came on here with the intentions of giving y'all a nice full show. So we gonna listen to this story time of how Duke sensed that a woman was trying to gold dig. Yes, sir. Hold on. All right, here we go. Let's go, chat.
Let me tell y'all, boom, real quick before I get into it, let me just tell y'all something I've been wanting to tell. I've been wanting to tell somebody this, but like, you know what I'm saying, had nobody to tell it to. And it always like slipped my mind, but it's on my mind right now, so I'm gonna tell y'all, right? So I think I witnessed my first like non-genuine interaction with a woman, you know what I'm saying? And like, granted, bro, I ain't new to this shit, I'm true to this shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm very good at like picking out who is genuine and who is not genuine when it comes to them being around me and why you are around me. I'm really good at that. The people I got around me right now in my life, they love me for me. You know what I'm saying? All my friends, they love me for me, etc. So boom, right? Boom. I'm in Houston, all right? I'm in Houston. I'm with my dogs, all right? And we decide to go out to the club one night, right? Saturday night, we decide to go to the club. For me personally, I have fun at the club. I have fun at the club because I don't go to the club often. It's a rare occasion for me and my homeboys. So when we do go, we go to enjoy ourselves and enjoy each other's presence. We don't go for, you know what I'm saying, nobody else. We just go to have a good time. And it's really rare. So when me and my homeboys do go to the club, we always have a time. Shout out to Davo, shout out to Dre. Them two and me, we always go have a good time. So boom, right? We in Houston, pull up.
Hold on, before you get into it, I can relate to that. I'm not real big on going out, especially I'm not going to a nightclub, but I go to the gentleman's club for sure. You know what I'm saying? And go see the ladies, you know, use their talents for income. And I definitely will, you know, go pay a couple light bills, but it's not often, you know what I mean? Every now and again. But when I pop out, it's like that now. It's definitely like that now. I think the last time I went, I was in Houston. I ain't gonna say no names, but I was with two of my constituents, close constituents, and we slid up to Onyx in Houston. We made the floor disappear. But that was a minute ago, and I think that's the last time I went. But yeah, so I feel them on that though. It's not often, but when you do it, you got to do it. Let's go.
To a club, right? And I ain't gonna lie, bro. In order for your, and I hate club culture when it comes to sections. Why the fuck I can't talk today? I hate club culture when it comes to sections. Because like nobody is on the dance floor no more. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the sections. Everybody needs a section. Everybody need, you know what I'm saying? And I just hate that shit. So W gives who gifted. Shout out to everybody who gifted. All right, hold on. Look.
My bad, chat. I was on mute. I gotta tap in and say, I actually disagree with Duke on this part. I like when people were on the dance floor more in clubs, but like towards the end of like clubbing and shit, before I really like tapped out from clubbing, like I kind of appreciate the sections because I normally had a section, and I know if he in the club, he got section because he got hella money and stuff like that. So I'm sure him and his homies getting a plethora of bottles is probably a big thing. But anytime I was in the club, most of the time I would have a section, and it would help like with the whole process of like bagging chicks and shit. Cause I never ever been a shooter. I never been a dude that walk up to chicks and just, hey, how you doing? My name, you know, whatever, and just tap in. Like I never just, the cold approach thing was never my thing. So like when you got a section, it's kind of simple because females don't like buying drinks, especially not where I'm from. In Chicago, females get dressed, look good as hell to go outside and tell niggas no all night while extracting as much from them that they can get. And that's all the way down to pictures in front of your nice ass car, to getting free drinks or drinking off your motherfucking bottles all night or whatever. They just outside to pretty much extract resources and energy vampires. But that's a whole different story. But yeah, I did like the sections because if you got a bottle and shit, the girls are kind of like make their way and chill by your section. So it's nothing to just, and then you elevate it, generally speaking. So you just reach down, and I'm 6'2". So if I'm on a platform and I'm a tall man, you feel me? I'm standing over the joint. You feel me? I lean down, say something in the ear, you and your girls, ooh, it's a few of them. And normally I go to the club, we'll go too deep. It'll just be me and my cousin, too deep in a section. You feel me? By the end of the night, that motherfucker full, no extra hard legs. And you don't really have to do nothing. And then I don't drink like that. So we'll get the bottles and shit and then just let the girls drink. But like I told y'all, though, on a previous episode, never the type of person, if you're trying to secure some box, never let a woman get intoxicated. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll let the girls drink out the bottles. It'd normally be like a whole group of females and shit like that. And then the ones you choose up, you kind of lock in, and the other ones just vibe out while y'all write that type shit. But no extra hard legs. But getting a section, it kind of make it easy with the females. I ain't gonna lie. That's one benefit of it. So I can't say I'm in alignment with Duke on that though, because I'm not finna get out. I could dance.
Look though.
I could dance, but I'm not finna dance in the club. I'm just not. I'm not. I'll dance at a wedding. I'll dance on a cruise ship. I'm not dancing in the club in my city. I'm not doing it.
All right, so look. All right, boom. I'm in my section, and as soon as we get there, my section wasn't packed. All right, everybody else's section was packed. I just got there. My section wasn't packed. It was only me, Davo, Dre, and 4 women. Matter of fact, it was me, Davo, Dre, Waleed, and 4 women. It was only.
So the thought says sections let you easily separate women you want and don't. Facts, especially when you get the section in the spot and it come with like the security man, like he stand by your little roped off spot. All clubs didn't do it, but like if you got you a section and you had the little velvet rope and they put a man on your section, so nobody come in your section that you don't want in there, you could just tap them on the shoulder like, hey, tell them hoes no. You know what I'm saying? Like you just tap them on the shoulder. You know what I mean? Tell them in his ear, like them joints right there, don't let them in no more. Like once, like you might have some busted joints coming, make their way in your section with the work that you want. And then the busted joints go to the bathroom and the work that you talking to stay back. You can tell the security man on the slick, hey, don't let her girls back in. She cool though. I bet he gonna do what you say, especially if you give him a nice gratuity. Normally, I have my security man by my section. I'll give him a nice gratuity at the beginning of the night, and then I'll give him another gratuity at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying, for his services and his cooperation with me. Let's go.
Only 4 women in my shit. All right. So boom. All the other girls and shit, they was on their way. All right. But like I said, when we got there, it was only 4 of them. So, you know what I'm saying? We chilling in there. We chilling and shit. We cooling. And I ain't gonna lie. My section, me and Dave on them section was ass. Because we just got there and you know what I'm saying, everybody else was on their way. Compared to everybody else section, our section was ass. All right. So I don't know who invited those 4 girls, but it wasn't me. And I don't know who invited them 4 girls, but it wasn't me. So we sitting there, we chilling. The bottles and shit haven't got there. Nobody have came to serve us, no nothing. We just chilling. All right. Boom. All right. So like 10 minutes go by, and one of the girls, she had on a white dress. One of the girls, she say, "Damn, what are bottles and shit? You know what I'm saying? Let's turn up." I ain't really paying it on mine because I don't know, so I'm just, I'm just chilling. And then like 3-4 minutes go by, she said it again. She like, "Damn, where the girls at? Where the bottles at?" You know what I'm saying? So I hear her. Once again, I ain't really listening for her, but I hear her though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm chilling and shit. And then I end up being beside her out of nowhere. And she look at me, she say, "Damn, do I need to go around and get some bottles? This shit dead, bro." She say, "This shit dead. Do I need to go around and get some girls?" You know what I'm saying? And I finally say, "Hey, what do you want?" You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "What do you need for you to like chill?" You feel me? I'm like, "What do you need, bro, for you to chill?" She like, "What?" She like, "I need some bottles. I need some hookah. And where the bad bitches at?" I say, "Okay." I say, "Okay, we finna get you the bottles. We finna get you the bad bitches. And we finna get you the hookah. After that, you gonna be good, right?" No bullshit, chat. She looked at me. She said, "Yeah." She said, "Matter of fact, I don't even know why I'm talking to you. You obviously not the leader of the friend group." I say, "What?"
That's gaslighting. That's oh shit, I'm gonna lose my spot.
Come out and ask me what I want. I always direct it to my homeboys because they're
Hold on.
cool, right? All right, so boom, right?
Hold on, chat. I lost my spot. Hold on, chat.
Slowly but for surely, the session start getting how it's supposed to be. Point me to the leader of the friend group. I say, point me to the leader. I did this. I looked at Waleed, and Waleed looked at me. I say, wait. I say, what? She say, you obviously not the leader of the friend group.
That's gaslighting, chat. Chat, that's gaslighting. I don't know why I'm talking to you. You obviously not the leader of the friend group. That's gaslighting. Listen to me. That woman wouldn't have enjoyed herself around my people that night at all.
So I don't even know why you talking to me. I said, okay, first off, baby, we grown as fuck. You know what I'm saying? We don't do leaders of friend groups over here. You feel me? I don't know what you used to, but we don't do that over here. Matter of fact, please point me to the leader of the friend group. I say, point me to the leader. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker pointed straight to Davo. She was looking, she like, oh, she pointed at Davo. That let me know that Davo invited her, right? So I'm like, oh, okay. So I say, I bet. Yeah, I say, that's exactly who the leader is. That's the leader right there. So go talk to the leader. Please, ma'am, go talk to the leader, okay? Cool, right? All right, so boom, right? Slowly but for surely, the session start getting how it's supposed to be. Motherfuckers start coming. You know what I'm saying? All the girls start showing up. Now it go from 4 to 20 real quick. You know what I'm saying? And the bottles and shit start coming out. But if you don't go to the club often, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just tell you something. When you order bottles, they going to ask you what you want on the sign, right? Boom. I ain't tell them what to put on the bottles because I'm not a big drinker. So whenever the lady come out and ask me what I want, I always direct it to my homeboys because they gonna tell her what everybody want for real. So I'm not no big drinker. So you know what I'm saying? Cool, right? Boom. The bottles and shit start coming out. All the girls is here. The section looks healthy. You know what I'm saying? The section look good, bro. All right. So the motherfucking the sign come out and the motherfucker say Duke Dennis in the building on it, right? Motherfuckers say Duke Dennis on the building. They popping the shit. The little things go up in the air. The little girls doing that right there. You know what I'm saying? Now the vibes is flowing and shit. You feel me? It's real good vibes and shit now. And everybody having a good time because everybody showed up. The bottles coming out. All right, cool. We got Duke Dennis on the sign. All right, what club is this? This is motherfucking Camp. My favorite club in Houston, I swear to God. I'm in Camp though, right? So, boom. You know what I'm saying? Duke Dennis on the sign. And you know what I'm saying? We turning up and shit. The girl in white who told me that I'm not the group leader, so don't be talking to her. She looking at me like, you know what I'm saying? Because of course, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers recording shit. You know what I'm saying? Duke Dennis on the sign, motherfuckers recording shit. Cool. She looking at me like, who the fuck is this nigga? But I'm just chilling. All right. So, boom. As the night go on, she seeing certain shit happen to me. All right. What is the story time about? The story time is about me witnessing to my knowledge, my first like just non-genuine individual. This I'm just witnessing my first non-genuine person. So boom, right? As the night go on, she pretty much seeing shit happen to me. She seeing people come up to me. She seeing motherfuckers take pictures with me. You know what I'm saying? She seeing everything happening. She seeing other people with names. You know what I'm saying? Say what's up to me. So by now she like, all right, so boom, right? Last thing happened was, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Somebody came in the club, right? Somebody came in the club, and you know what I'm saying? When they got settled and shit, the person that came in the club basically was like, you know what I'm saying? They said what's up to me from the other side of the club. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on my phone and shit.
D-Rock, come on, dude. Come on, D-Rock. Come on.
Wait. I just saw you last night. You had a haircut. Wait, who chair you went up there playing?
You shit just went left out of nowhere. Is this nigga gonna finish the story? Let's go.
In them people's face.
No, listen, time out, listen. What happened was I had addicted in my damn mind, but I addicted this hair growth foil that basically it puts you in anesthesia for 6 hours and your hair badly grows.
Oh, this ass.
But you don't win in them people chat bullshit.
About 6 hours, yeah.
Using and when you was under anesthesia, your shit just grew like $160.
Yeah, for like a retwist, but
Did they get the season was $100 and the hair shit was $100?
what the fuck?
No, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what I'm saying? I like the outcome. Fuck what everybody else think. It's shit. Fuck it. You have nigga went 2 strand off the rip though. You know what? I used to be a nigga who crushed dreams. This shit out. This shit don't look good. But guess what, nigga? He's happy. You know what I'm saying? You see how happy little bro was? So, anyways, though. So boom, right? Back to my little story before I was rudely interrupted. All right, so look, boom. Somebody came in the club and you know what I'm saying, they was, you know what I'm saying, somebody, but they had said what's up to me from the across the club. And first, I didn't see it because you know what I'm saying, I was on my phone and shit, I'm chilling. And you know what I'm saying, we'll lead them tapping me, they're like, dude. They pointed across the club. I look across, and you know what I'm saying, bro was like, you know what I'm saying, he just did a little what's up, and I'm like, going on, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Right? No bullshit. After that, the same girl who told me that I wasn't the leader of the friend group and to stop talking to her, she literally scooted past everybody.
Anya _ donated $3. HIA Duke, I love you so much. I am happy to see your sexy ass face. Respectfully.
I said, ma'am, go talk. I said, ma'am, go talk to the fucking group leader, bro. All right? Go talk to him, bro. Don't come over here. You know what I'm saying?
I respect that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I respect that. Listen, shorty, you was doing too much in the beginning. You already tried to gaslight me. Motherfucker played it cool with you, sent you on your merry way. Now you seeing the clout accumulating this bitch. You seeing people taking pictures with me, slapping fire with me, getting my attention from across the club. All of a sudden, you want to slide back this way and see what's to me. Man, take your ass on, man. I respect that shit.
Like, yeah, bro. But then I realized, I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, at first this woman told me, get the fuck out, you know what I'm saying, her face. Then after watching me all night and goddamn fucked up. But then when I realized, I'm like, I'm glad I got a clear sense of like, I'm glad I got a clear sense of like, you know what I'm saying, being well aware of like motherfuckers who just be, you feel me? Like just for no reason. Like, yeah, word though. I was like, damn, motherfucker, goddamn, it was word though, bro.
He gotta be capping though. Like, shout out to Duke Dennis. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with him on YouTube. Duke Dennis, he a big time like streamer and influencer and stuff like that. He a part of AMP with Casanat and them. Shout out to him. But he got to be capping though. It ain't no way that's his first like non-genuine interaction with a woman. Like there's no way, because dude having like a lot of money, and a lot of his money come from his visibility. Like when you a streamer, you an influencer, you a content creator, the bigger your bag is normally attached to your visibility, right? Like your analytics. People watch you, people consume your content, and not only depending on what platform you big on, like YouTube, for example, watch time is king. You know what I'm saying? So people consume at hours and hours and thousands of hours of your content and shit like that, and your vlogs and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? He can't tell me that that's the first woman to approach him with superficial energy. You know what I mean? Maybe but he's saying this is his first time seeing like sense in that. But I'm here to let you know, bro, when you a nigga that's having shit and you got clout on top of that, like you got visibility and shit, or what they call it now, aura. You know what I'm saying? Everybody overusing the word aura in the streaming community and shit. When your aura is up, you know what I mean? Like most women that want you to talk to them is not genuine. We just went over unconditional love and whether or not it's real for men. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So most of that shit phony, bro. But great story. I appreciate you, Duke. You know what I mean? Cool story time. But yeah, Mugs do be in the club doing too much sometimes. I will say that part. We got another question of the day, though. Let's have some fun with this one. This is a fun one. I need y'all to get active on this one, chat. I'm sure y'all all thought about this before. But before I give my answer, I want at least one of y'all to tell me what y'all would do. Question of the day. Question of the day. What would you... Ooh, we got a typo. All right, there we go. Question of the day: what would you do with $100 million? What would you do with $100 million? I was watching Anton Daniels' After Dark channel where they were having a panel discussion, and Anton asked everybody on the panel what they would do with $100 million. I didn't want to react to it because their answers weren't really that entertaining. Shout out to Anton Daniels and the After Hours crew, but like some of their answers were fairly uneventful. But I did want to take the question and bring it to the platform. What would you do with $100 million? You become $100 millionaire, cash, liquid. You got access to all of it. It's not being worth $100 million. You tied up in assets. No, you got access to $100 million. What would you do with it? For me personally, well, first order of business is nothing, right? Like the first thing I would do is nothing. I probably would sit still for 48 to 72 hours, not make any phone calls, not send any text messages, kind of do some breathing exercises, some meditation, some stretching, a lot of brainstorming, thinking. I probably would do some reading. But the first thing I would do with $100 million is absolutely nothing. I would sit still for 3 days, 72 hours. I would sit still, probably fast, not eat. Joe Jet said bullseye. Yeah, with 100 M's, first move I'm making is no moves at all. No moves at all. I need to calm down, let my adrenaline chill. I need to realize that it's real, that I'm now 100 millionaire. All of that got to settle in before I even start doing anything. But the second thing I would do is obviously establish my affairs, get with a good accounting firm, a team of people, you know what I'm saying, to comb through certain things and just tighten up everything as far as like, you know, trust, you know, life insurance policies. Definitely would probably have 10 life insurance policies all paid up. You know what I'm saying? Ones that you can pull from and that you don't necessarily have to pay back. It'll just impact the amount that you paid out when you do pass. You know what I'm saying? So you pay it back if you want to or you don't have to. But I definitely would have hella life insurance policies. You know what I'm saying? I'll put some stuff aside for my niece and nephew, shit like that. Like I just, you know, get everything lined up with that. And then when it's time to like actually start, because anybody touch 100, your average American go from middle class money or upper middle class money to having $100 million. You know, I think the first thing you should do is be smart. Like, don't go to the mall first. Don't go to the dealership first. Like, don't just start spending. Be smart. I would definitely do that first. Now, to get into actual spendings, though, for sure, we get with an architect. 2020 for sure. Yeah, you got to have some vision. Got to have some vision. Shout out to Chris Dale. Shout out to Joe Jet. But yeah, as far as like spending the money though, for sure I would look for land. I would shop for land, get with a real good realtor, decide which 3 states I want to put property in. I would probably have custom built properties in 3 different states. And you know, when I'm in America, because I would, with $100 million, I'd spend very little time of my life in the United States. That's just the truth of the matter. I probably would spend, with $100 million, I probably would spend 5% of my life, the rest of my life that I have here in America. Probably 5%. Yeah, and that would probably be weddings and funerals. Other than that, come see me. You ain't got it, I'll pay for it. That's simple. But yeah, I definitely would have some properties here and rent them out, you know, different things like that, resale. Look for like real good real estate steals, like really good deals that you can steal all over the country. I probably have realtors all over the place. Just good steals on land and good steals on actual properties. Like sometimes people go into foreclosures, short sales, certain places like rural America where people don't think about. You can get big ass plots of land for the price of a car note. Like y'all don't think about this type of shit, but I'll be buying up all type of land, 30K, 20K, 10K, 5K, buying up acreage, and just wait for my phone to ring. Somebody want to build right there? All right, I'm charging you 20x what I paid for it. You want to put your shit there or not? Let's get it. But yeah, man, I'll move like that. And then once you got all that type of shit in order, you know, you can have a little playtime, but I'm a very simple person. So like with 100 million, what up, chat? What up to everybody passed through in the chat? Make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all coming through too, for sure. Make sure everybody tapping that like button and subscribe if you haven't. But yeah, with 100 M's though, after all that's done, and like I said, the affairs are all set up, definitely gonna have whatever home I'm in primarily is gonna be a custom built home. probably call Blue Heron to build my house. Them the architects I want to fuck with. I probably call Blue Heron to draw up my house. Either that or like my brother, you know what I mean, to like design my crib and make my ideas come to life and shit like that. And then I spend a lot of time just at the crib. I'm a real simple person. So like, I don't care. I don't have fetish for cars. I don't care about designer clothes. Like legitimately don't care. It's not a situation where like, oh, like he probably broke. Like, nah, if y'all want, I can get up, go in the other room. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my studio space. I can, you know what I'm saying? I can get up, go grab some merchandise and bring it and put it in front of the camera. Like, hey guys, this is expensive. But like that shit don't matter to me. None of that shit means anything to me for real. So like with $100 million, I'm not going on no wild ass shopping sprees. I continue to just buy stuff I like. Probably not even in excess, to be honest with you. My diet to be clean as fuck. My training regimen to be crazy. And I'll probably just be tapping bucket lists, like reading books. You know what I mean? Taking like planning the next trip. Everything will be planning the next trip and shit like that. When I do come out the house, it'll probably be some type of vacation or something like that. You know, just go see other parts of the world. Different shit. But I know some people, they be like, oh, I would save the world or help all these people and shit like that. I don't know about that. If I go visit some country and I fall in love with the country, fall in love with the people, and I feel like I could use some of my resources to affect change in those lands, maybe build a school or something like that, it's still going to be a business decision. Like, you come into that type of bread, you can't say, first off, you can't save the world with $100 million. That's first off. You can't even save a lot of fucking townships with $100 million. That's first off, depending on what type of saving we talking about. So that, let's be realistic. But would I do what I can in a philanthropy role? For sure. Like, I would do what I can, but I'm not finna tell y'all like, oh yeah, like I would take that money and, you know, do a whole bunch of volunteer work. Like, nigga, I get $100 million. I'm getting lost. What is y'all talking about? I don't go outside now. I get 100 M's, nigga. I'm getting lost, nigga. I'll probably be jumping countries with my cousin. Y'all see every time y'all see Ken tap in, he got to put what country he in. This motherfucker don't sit still. I'll probably be country hopping with my cousin and shit. I'm getting lost, champ. Like, y'all not all that, like, I'm gone, folks. I don't even be real. Like, I don't even like people like that. So I get 100 M's, like, being subject to society is crazy. Huh. Being subject to society and I got 100 M's? Is you stupid? Crazy as hell. You think with 100 M's, you think I'm going to the grocery store for somebody to bump my cart and look at me crazy, or for somebody to, like, you know what I mean? They read the cashier to have an attitude, or, man, we not doing none of that. Everything gonna be nice and cool. Everything gonna be cool. We not doing too much. We not doing too little. I'm not, but subject to society is crazy. Y'all think I'm finna go sit in rush hour traffic for anything at all? And I got $100 million? No, all that shit over with. It's over with. Nigga, before I sit in rush hour traffic here, I'll move somewhere where the primary source of transportation is a scooter. Facts. Before I sit in rush hour traffic with $100 million. Y'all crazy. Y'all, listen, the biggest thing, and I'm going to get off this question of the day, the biggest mistake they made was telling y'all, or not the biggest mistake, because they meant what they was doing, but the biggest mistake we made was believing them when they said America is the greatest country in the whole world. I think it depends on who you asking. Facts. America is the greatest country in the world to some people. It depends on who you asking, and that's a fact. And we're going to leave that right there. But yeah, man, $100 million, definitely going to change some things. For sure, for sure. All right, let's go into what else we got on the agenda. We got another code language, y'all. We approaching the 2-hour mark. I told y'all I was giving y'all 2 hours today. Y'all see I'm still here, man. Told y'all I was giving y'all 2 hours plus today, so we locked in. We moving into another code language though. And this code language is called tone. This one is called tone. So let's look up the definition of tone. So the definition that I'm referring to is not the musical one, so we're not going to read that one. But the second definition, the general character or attitude of a place, piece of writing, situation, etc. That's one definition. Another definition, give greater strength or firmness to or oh, that's more of a muscular thing. That's not what I'm referring to. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find. It's like 7 definitions of this word. That's why they say English is the hardest language to learn, because that's crazy. Here we go. So tone. In some languages, such as Chinese, a particular pitch pattern on a syllable used to make semantic distinctions, or the normal level or firmness or slight contraction in one's voice. So let's talk about tone. It's like 8 definitions, and none of them are the one I'm looking for. Shit crazy. But let's talk about tone, y'all. So check it out, chat. When it comes to tone, a lot of times we put emphasis on like the how people say things to us, the how we say things to people, and we don't really put emphasis on like what's being said. I think tone is a tool that can oftentimes be weaponized against or weaponized for the greater good or greater purpose. Like sometimes somebody will use your tone against you, right? Example, you get passionate about something, and then somebody, asks you why you mad or why you getting upset, and it's passion. But because your tone has changed, the inflection in your voice has changed, your pitch has changed, you know what I mean? Then you get asked, why are you getting upset or why are you getting angry? You get gaslit when simply you were just trying to be expressive in a passionate capacity, right? Then you have times where you may say something a certain way to actually articulate that you are frustrated or irritated, or that you're trying your best to be sarcastic, or whatever the case may be. So you have those instances as well where you utilize your tone to actually display that, and it's not passion, right? So tone is one of those things that's very tricky. I used to be one of those people who'd be like, focus on what's being said and not how it's being said, because I grew up playing football. And when I was a shorty, coaches still talk to you crazy as hell. So like from age 7 all the way up, like I was accustomed to being cussed out. You know what I mean? Like in the worst way. What the fuck are you doing? The whole thing in front of everybody too. It's like the crowd could hear it, the refs could hear it. Like, you know what I mean? Like not just me, but whoever was getting it. I was accustomed to seeing it, being the recipient. It is what it is. So like you learn very young when you in situations like that, you can't really focus on the tone, just focus on the instruction. You know what I mean? Or don't even worry about the fact that he's frustrated. Just take the instructions for what he's saying so you could fix whatever the fuck he's screaming about as the coach or whatever. You know what I mean? So tone is one of those things where it's like, it could be tricky. And then especially if you're sensitive, tone gets especially tricky. Because if you're a sensitive person, like a person like me, I'm very direct. And then sometimes I could be monotone. When I'm not streaming here, I say everything very calm. Like you could call me, for example, hello? Yeah, what's good? Yeah, what you on? Chilling. Yeah, how your day going, man? You sound like you. Oh man, my day going amazing. My day is going absolutely amazing. I don't think I've had a day this good in a long time. Like I'll tell you something super exciting in a mellow ass tone. Yeah, man, my agent called me. I just booked this new role on this Netflix series. Finna be doing that for the next couple weeks. Motherfucker on the phone like, what? Oh, that's crazy. It's up there. We on now. Shit, hey, we got to pop a bottle or something. I'm just like, yeah, shit, cool. You know what I mean? That's me. That's my tone. When I'm not on here, that's my tone, believe it or not. So tone is one of those things. It could be misleading. It could be deceptive. It could be a lot of different things. But I think the reason why we had to discuss the nuances of tone is because it's important for us to look at it this way, right? For us to have a deeper perspective on tone. A lot of times tone starts fights, tone starts disagreements, tones take discussions to arguments, or takes discussions to debates, and from debates to arguments. Like it's one of those things that we have to have a deeper understanding of so that we don't get out of our bodies for no reason. And so that we don't gaslight each other for no reason. Because I think I'm a real believer. Chris Dale said, I get down with that. Appreciate it, bro. It's one of them things where it's like, if you can understand this concept and look at it from a more nuanced perspective, then you can ask for clarity instead of jumping off the handle or flying off the handle, right? Or you can consciously utilize your own tone in ways that are going to be productive for your form of communication. You feel me? So tone is one of those things that I think we should look further into, and I always bring these code languages to start the thought process, to broaden the perspective, and to start the conversation. I never want to be the person that come on here and seem like I just have all the answers. That's why I always tell y'all at the beginning of every episode, talk to me in the comments. Let's have a conversation because we got to crack the codes. I'm not a person who's showing up thinking I got all the answers. I'm a person who's showing up saying, hey, I got some. I'm willing to bet you got some. Let's put my answers together with your answers. Bring somebody else in here who got some answers. Let's figure this thing out. That's my whole position. So, you know, and then also just embracing reality. And even when it's fucked up, we still got to look at it for what it is and say, hey, this is what it is. And we got to look at it directly. We can't sprinkle sugar on shit. We can't be mindful of how we say everything, because sometimes the harshness of tone and the grossness of delivery is necessary. Sometimes it's necessary. And somebody could be impenetrable to it, right? Okay, when somebody starts talking like that, I just shut down. Okay, you don't want to improve. You can't take tough love, then what if you're a person that can't take tough love and that's the only love available to you? Where do you go from there? So at some point you got to get past tone. And the conversation got, you know what I mean? So let's broaden our horizons, expand our thinking. JD said timing makes tone have deeper meaning. Timing makes tone have deeper meaning. I agree with that wholeheartedly. That was smoke. You cooked that. Timing definitely makes tone have a deeper meaning. Timing is important. Situation is important. Context, all of those things. So this is a great conversation. I hope y'all actually take this and expand this conversation within y'all own circles. Come back to me. Let me know what y'all think. Let's make it a series. You know, all these code languages can have, every single one of them can have a part 2, 3, 4, 5, all of them. So it's nothing. We can come back to this. But I definitely think everybody should take a look at tone and all of its nuances, how we receive it, how we deliver it, and just have a deeper understanding of it in general. But that's the code language, man. Tone. All right, we approaching that 3-hour mark. We're approaching the 2-hour mark, chat. So with that being said, it's chat Q&A time. It's on y'all. Y'all got 2 minutes. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play the rest of the verse from the song. And if y'all don't have no questions by the time it go off, then shit, we done. But if y'all do, we gonna chop it up. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree. Yeah, I'm out here planting seeds, cause I got a lot to leave. I be putting in long miles, I ain't gotta stop to breathe. I be putting in long hours, I ain't gotta stop to sleep. Yeah, I'll put in that time, put in work, I'm a different breed. My work ethic marine, Mamba mentality, shout out to Bean. Coach like sweat, 6 society T. I'm in the gym working out clean. Bag work, 5 punch combinations, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Boy, I'm made different, I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with me. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it in with me.
Yeah. All right, chat. We gonna roll like that then, man. Y'all know what it is. I need y'all to hit the subscribe button. If you already did, tell somebody about the channel so they can come get all this good content we got. We pumping out content, 40 going north. It's the best daytime live YouTube show that there is. Tell them bring that work if they better. We dropping the link. But if y'all don't do nothing else for me, y'all know I need y'all to do one thing. Say it with me on 3. 1, 2, 3. Stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold.